So, brother, okay, now we are live. Ten second.
Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace upon all of you. I bid you the Islamic greeting, the greeting of peace. May the peace be upon all of you, those who are watching. Our guest, we have a very, very special guest today, very special guest tonight. For those who are watching, before we start, we have to take some time so that people can log in and go to this online session, and so that they don't miss any of our interesting discussion today, inshallah. And please click the share button. Maybe some other people who might be interested to see our discussion tonight with brother, our special guest, the Samurai Muslim. We brought all the way from Japan tonight. So those who are watching, sesiapa saja yang sedang menonton, yang kat rumah itu, sila, kita punya samurai dah bersedia dah. So tuan-tuan, perempuan, bolehlah sama-sama boleh share dan like, boleh komen di bawah, boleh komen. Please comment if you have any question throughout the video that you want our samurai to answer, inshallah. If it's a
Inshallah.
proper question that we will answer, we try our best. Our time is very, very limited tonight, and it's very difficult to get the time because everybody is busy. So I even have the Japanese, like a simple map that I got from my sister.
Yay.
日本から来ました、この地図。
Alhamdulillah.
お姉さんお店、なんだっけ、そう、お土産、おみさんのお土産。
Ore-ore.
じゃあ、オレオレ。の、翔太さんも、インドネシア語できるですか？
Saya belajar bahasa. Dakara saya bisa mengerti bahasa sedikit. ちょっとね。
Nah, すごいな。Okay. Okay, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amma ba'd. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we will use English language. So we will use primarily English in this discussion. So don't worry, everyone who doesn't know Japanese or Malay. Maybe in the future we can have a Japanese discussion, the Japanese interview session, inshallah. We don't know. Today,
Inshallah.
before we start, I would like to introduce our special guest for today, brother Shota. Shota Shautul Iman. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. So I would like you to welcome to the show. Welcome to our Facebook Live today. We are now at the IDT Lim Joysun page official, and we are also simultaneously we are streaming this to multiple different Facebook page throughout Malaysia, and hopefully we can have like more and more people can watch and participate our session. Hopefully it can be not the last. It is the first session that we are doing to have international Revert to come on the show. Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Thank you for coming to our show. Okay, before that, I don't want to talk so much. I just want to probably Jiko Shokai. I will introduce myself as Shafi Apandi. I'm with AERA, based in the UK. We are a charity body and also organization dedicated to continue the prophetic mission. And we have, I don't want to talk so much. So Brother Shota, maybe I can give you the floor. So you can introduce a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
Okay, start. Yeah.
Okay. Hi guys, assalamualaikum. My Islamic name is Shota Shotu Iman. The meaning is like a call for Iman, the voice of Iman. So today, yeah, inshallah, I will talk about my destiny or my mission through my name. Ne? And now
Okay.
I live in Japan, and I am 100% Japanese blood. And now I'm 24 years old. So
Okay.
last year I graduated from university, majoring agriculture. And after that, I started my business like halal tourism in Japan, mainly Shikoku Island. And so now I've been Muslim for maybe five months, kana? Maybe 5 months right
5
now.
months.
Yes. So I did Shahada at 1st January 2020 this year.
Masya
Then,
Allah. Amin atau.
Alhamdulillah, yeah. And now I started to my YouTube channel, which is Islamic, which is spreading Islamic and Japanese information and sharing lifestyle as a Japanese Muslim in Japan. And now, Alhamdulillah, the number of subscriber is already 14,000 かな Alhamdulillah. あ、いいね。あ
Masya.
りがとうございます。
Oh, Qayyum Suhaimi. Hey, welcome to the show. Sashiburi
Yes.
des. Abi Rahim, Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih kerana menonton.
Thank you. Abe-san, ありがとう. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Alhamdulillah, brother Shota-san is actually 24 years old, very, very young. And he became Muslim actually this year. MashaAllah, it's like 5 months now. And I believe this year is your first Ramadan, right?
Yes.
Did you participate in the whole Ramadan this year?
Yes, of course. More whole months, actually. Yes.
So, yeah, so now we know about Japan. Japan is like very, very small population of Muslim people. And most of the Muslim in Japan, we know that they are mostly foreigners or Muslim from outside of Japan. And
Yeah.
Japanese Muslim is very, very few. And can you share with us, like, what is the life as a normal Japanese? And how, from a normal life as a Japanese, how did you consider or even begin to know about a foreign, maybe we call it a foreign religion for some people, which is Islam? Can you maybe you can share a little bit of that?
Yeah. Okay. Let me talk about that. So, before entering to university, I was like a common or ordinary Japanese people. Yeah, it's not special actually. Yeah, it means I am not interested in religion, not only Islam, but also Christian or Hindu or everything, even Buddhism. Actually, Buddhism is the most largest population in Japan. And my family is also Buddhism, but they don't believe so much actually. So they follow Buddhism without thinking, without studying, without learning actually. Yeah, I am also one of the kind of person until 19 years old, kana? But after
Oh,
entering to university, I have a big change, like an opportunity with Islam.
oh,
So, so, so why how to say, I get interested in Islam is because I joined international program in Indonesia.
ah,
Eh, mm, mm, mm. And the name is Suiji program. I will write the comments. 数字
Okay.
あ、どうやって書くんだろう。Sorry, maybe I don't know how to write comments. Yeah, actually
Okay. Okay.
SUIJI, the 数字. The meaning is Six University Initiative, Japan, Indonesia. And the objective of the international program is like, how to say, the think or consider the future of regional place, like a countryside place. And recently in Japan, the trending is like not it's not international, it's not outside, but regional, like a countryside place, like a small population, village or small town or something like that. And we Japanese and Indonesian university from Six University, how to say, stayed in the same place for 1 month in Indonesia or Japan. And
Oh, that one is like second year or third year in university. 1年生か2年生 時.
freshman, yeah, first year actually.
So that was the first time you encounter the Islamic culture, or before that you have some idea about
Actually,
Islam or Muslim?
this was first time, but I want to say it's not only Islam but also foreign country or foreign culture. It is my for the
Oh,
first time. Yeah, this was Islam actually.
okay.
Hmm.
So like you spend how long did you spend in Indonesia?
Totally 1 month and more.
So for almost 1 month more. So like most of the experience with Islam is from Indonesia. And then do you have any other friends of Muslim, like Arab or Egyptian, or
Mm-mm.
only Indonesia at that time?
At that time, the only Indonesian. Yeah.
So now you, because Indonesia is also very different with Japanese culture, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
what make you attracted to know more or to be about Islam and also becoming a Muslim? So it must be like a very, it doesn't come over one night or 1 2 days, but you have must be like maybe there's a process. What is your
Mm-mm.
process before
Mm-mm.
in January 2020
Mm-mm.
you actually decided to become Muslim? So what was the process that what's happening in you?
Yeah, as I already said to you,
Yeah.
the objective in the international program is to think or consider the future of local place. That's why we have to always have a discussion at night, actually, and
Ah,
and in the daytime, we helped local people, the working like agriculture, because this place is very countryside place. Yeah, and
yeah.
so after working, maybe you can guess we were exhausted working long hours, like 5 or 6 hours farming or something like that. But we have
Yeah.
to discuss about the future of local place every single day.
Oh,
Yeah, and
yes.
maybe maybe you can imagine. Can you imagine? Um, it's really difficult to stay together. Not only Japanese people, but also foreign people like Indonesian, because we are different, totally different culture, right?
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because for Japanese people, before joining the international program, we never experienced Islamic culture. So at first, we Japanese people are very shocked because they always playing 5 times in a day, and they
Oh,
said, "Oh, I cannot eat that. I cannot eat that. This is including pork. This is including alcohol." So in Japan, there is no food for Islamic people. Yeah, that's why I
oh.
was really shocked. Yeah,
So like you're
so
very shocked. Okay.
yeah, so at first I thought Islamic culture or Islamic religion have a lot of the rules or regulation. That's why, to be honest, I thought that's shame or that's too bad or something like that.
And then what happened? Like, what happened after
Yes.
that?
Okay, let me talk.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Hi, hi,
and then um, during a discussion, some Japanese people really emotional, like irritated or angry to others, or very bad emotion, like why you don't understand why or something like that. But on the other hand, most of the Muslim people ma- managed to their feeling, even they were also tired or exhausted. Japanese as well is the Muslim as well. And after the discussion, yeah, I asked I asked Islam people about that. So why you how to say why you manage to your emotion, why you always try to good things or right things or good behavior. And they said to me, Shota, because we are Muslim, we just follow the Islamic statement. That's why we always do good things,
Mashallah.
even we are tired, we are exhausted. Yeah. And my impression was totally changed after the discussion. And I came to respect the Muslim and Islamic people and Quran also as well.
So like from that, because of the your Indonesian Muslim friends or in Muslim, what do you call them? Like classmate or Muslim people that live with you at that time. So
Mm-mm.
because of everybody is exhausted, everybody is tired, but from Shota experience, the people that he met, the Muslim there, even though people are tired and exhausted, they manage to control their feeling. They manage to control their emotion. So like as Muslim is like very very important actually. Like people are actually watching us. People are actually watching us, and if you can stick to what Islam has teaching has taught us about patience, about sabar, all of these things is actually a reflection of the iman that we are supposed to show people. And alhamdulillah, and then it changes. So now we listen from what Brother Shota just said. From even from that thing that maybe we most of us take for granted. We thought like, yeah, I'm also human. I'm also a human, but that's what faith should do to us. Like it enables us, it empower us to be the better version of ourselves. And alhamdulillah, the Indonesian Muslim that was with Shota at that time managed to do that, and it give. I think it opens the door. Maybe you can agree. Like it opens the door for our brother Shota to explore more. MashaAllah. So very interesting. So after that, uh, still because many things are very different. Like you said, you are very shocked because Muslim have so many rules
Yeah.
and maybe different culture, and they pray 5 times a day. So how how do you actually like now you also have to do the same. But before that, what makes you like seriously consider like joining? Like, did you like try to pray with them, or maybe wash, like take the wudu, the ablution, everything? So do you have
Mm-mm.
any experience with that before you became Muslim? What is the question that you asked at that time that you asked with your Muslim friends? Can you share a little bit, or anything you
Mm-mm.
can share with us today?
Yes, of course. So before reverting to Islam, yeah, of course, as I already mentioned to you, I just got interested in Islam, and Alhamdulillah, in my city, Ehime Prefecture, is very small population, but there are more 200 Muslim people in my city,
Oh,
and yeah, and luckily, before reverting to Islam, I was university student, and
uh,
yeah, in my laboratory, there are maybe 3 or 4 Muslim people from Indonesia, and
mm,
I talked to them. I want to know more Islam. So how should I do it? Or something like that. And they answered to
uh,
me, okay, Shota, Alhamdulillah. You can come to pray every single Friday. Maybe you can experience how to pray, or you can you can hear Islamic real information from Muslim people. And I joined Salat Juma every single Friday.
Subhanallah, mashallah. Even you're not Muslim before you became Muslim.
Yes, before.
So what was your first experience? Do you still remember your first experience joining the Juma? What were you like? Is it like contohen teka
うん
kuwait kanji?
そうね。そうね。At first, the one things I was afraid, or I was, how to say, yeah, a little bit scared, or a little bit, yeah, negative impression is Azan.
Oh,
Yeah,
azan.
because because one imam, one man, one man
Yeah.
who is standing in front of the many people, how to say the big voice, and oh, what's that what is he saying? I was, yeah, I just wonder and afraid about that actually.
Oh. Is it like a big mosque or like a small? How's the mosque in Japan at that time that you
So
go that
actually,
you?
yeah, actually, in my prefecture there is only one mosque,
Oh,
and yeah, and from my house to the nearest mosque, it takes 1.5 hours by train. That's what it means. Actually, yeah, we couldn't visit nearest mosque every single Friday. Actually, that's why instead of the nearest mosque, we have a, how to say, the house, like a Japanese house, and we are
ah,
renting actually. And we prayed,
oh,
and we gathered and to pray
oh,
here.
mashallah. So like very long hours just to go to the mosque, and you go. This was like because you say in the beginning. I have a question.
Mm-mm.
Because you say in the beginning you went to Indonesia the first time is when you are first year, right?
Yes.
So now you already finished university. So how long actually from the first time going to Indonesia until you go to you became Muslim is almost 4 years.
Mm-mm.
Before we
So,
continue,
so
thank you
yes.
for those who are watching outside. I can see many messages. Walaikum salam to everyone who said salam.
Thank you.
Alhamdulillah, yeah. Welcome Arashian. Jafar, Walaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So Shota-san, you have a fan here, I think. So yeah, Alhamdulillah, you can continue. You're from the first year until you actually take
Mm-mm.
your shahada. It was maybe how long was that? Can you recall?
Around 4 or 5 years, actually.
So you've been exploring and taking your time slowly, right? During that
Slowly and
time.
slowly. Yeah, like a turtle.
It was like very mashallah, like Alhamdulillah, like inspiration.
Yeah, yeah.
So because of
Alhamdulillah.
Japan, do you think like most normal Japanese,
Mm.
uh, do they have any chance to know about Islam? In your opinion, normally,
Mm. Actually, not
if you
at
want,
all. Not at all.
Zanni desu
Yeah.
ne?
So,
It's like,
so
yeah,
ですね.
because now we are living in 2020, and actually most of our neighbor, the Japanese neighboring country like Malaysia,
Mm-mm.
Indonesia, actually there's a lot of
Mm.
Muslim countries, but so many people they don't know about what is Islam, even culture
Yeah.
or even the people. So that is something that I think slowly. That's why later, brother Shota also will explain why he made his YouTube channel, but we can share in the end. Let's continue with your story.
Mm-mm.
So Alhamdulillah, you have tried even before becoming Muslim. You look for Japanese Indonesian friend in Ehime, and they
Mm.
ask you to go to the masjid, and you
Mm-mm.
experience
Mm-mm.
the Friday, the Jummah prayer, Salat Jumaat,
Mm-mm.
and maybe you have tried so many Indonesian fruit also. I can see in YouTube.
Yes.
Can you eat spicy food?
Yes. Now I love it actually. Like I like a
Ah,
sambal or
oh,
boncabe, like a Indonesian spicy or belibis, or belibis, the very spicy sauce in from
oh.
Indonesia. Yeah,
めちゃ
I
めちゃ
always eating spicy food. Yeah,
めっちゃ辛いの、インドネシアの
もうスー
飯。
パー辛い
Very,
です
very
ね。
spicy. Yeah, like very scary. But I also like Japanese. I also like spicy food. Malaysian, we are the same. We also have many spicy food. And in fact, many Indonesian and Malaysian food is actually like interchangeable. Like we share a lot of similar tastes. So
Ah,
hopefully
nice ne.
you can come also here and try Malaysian food, like spicy food also,
Yeah,
inshallah.
inshallah.
So you first experience, your first impression about Azan was like it's like very scary because there's a lot of noise and everything. So
Yeah.
what happened after that? Like, did they take you to wash the
Okay.
wudu or
Mm,
everything? Maybe you can continue. I'll let you continue.
sure. Um, so after joining Salat Juma, I came up with a lot of the question. For example, why people have to do wudu, or why Muslim have to pray five times in a day, or why Muslim people cannot eat pork and alcohol, or something like that. A lot of questions.
Oh,
And
Tashkani.
in yeah, and in the house at the Friday, I asked many Muslim people, and why blah 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 blah, and they answered all my question actually.
Sugoi
And
no.
surprisingly, this is following scientific evidence. And actually, I am like a science person. So maybe you can
Hmm?
imagine I studied agriculture, So measuring like scientific. That's why I couldn't follow or I couldn't understand if they're not scientific evidence. But in Quran statement, the more all statement is followed the modern society's science. Even
So,
yeah, Subhanallah.
subhanallah.
And yeah, actually, the Quran is written over 1400 years ago, right?
So. Yes, yes.
Yeah. And at that time, of course, you can imagine there's no technology, there's no Google, there's no internet, there's, yeah. So, yeah, I want to, yeah. And then I came up with another question. Why the Quran is always the truth things or yeah, right things. Yeah. And now many researchers from all over the world, the research the Quran statement, but they cannot disprove right now. Yeah.
Mm.
I really amazed the Quran statement at that time. And maybe now the human lifespan is around 100 years, right? But
Yeah, in
Quran.
Japan, maybe 100 years. Nihon, Nihon,
Yeah,
190年。
そうだね。But
Yeah, yeah,
Quran
around
has,
100.
yeah, has over 1400 years old.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's why maybe how to say we couldn't judge the good things or bad things in human brain actually, but
Yes.
our ability to think or to consider is limited. But Quran is, my opinion, is like unlimited. It's like a beyond my human thought, beyond everything. That's why I came to think, maybe I can be Muslim because it's not I cannot find the bad things, and I decided to Muslim.
After 4 years, right? Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, yeah,
So at
Alhamdulillah.
that time, what was the, like, for example, you say, what is one thing that you can share that you think is like amazing about what Quran has tell you, if you can remember any example?
Mm-mm. You mean statement, right?
Yeah, yeah, like that, maybe like you can still like very fresh that you think.
Okay. Okay, sure. So last week or 2 weeks ago, I learned one Quran statement. This is like a mountain chapter. I don't know how to say in English. It is written in Quran. Maybe Hadith kana? Maybe Hadith. And
Okay.
and in this sentence, it is written the mountain is moving.
Okay.
Mm-mm. But 1400 years ago, people cannot imagine the mountain is moving, right? Because the plant or mountain is cannot see the moving. The moving is only animal in usual.
Yes, yes.
But actually, the Earth have a plate on in the on the ground, right?
Yeah, yeah, under the ground, like the moving of the
Yeah,
plate
yeah.
creates
The the actually the plate is moving just a little bit, maybe the several centimeter in a day, and I don't know actually how many centimeter, but it's actually moving. And Quran statement, Quran is written the mountain is moving. Oh my God, I cannot imagine. Yeah, this is Yeah, the recently. Yeah, I really amazed the facts in Quran.
Okay, subhanallah. I think there's so many things that we want to talk
Yeah.
today, so many questions inside my mind. But Shota also, like for those who doesn't know him, he has a channel. He will say it again, but you can see in on our video now. You can see down there on below we have a Shotul Iman. The YouTube channel is Samurai Muslim. Shota also had posted
Yeah.
his story his story about how he became Muslim. You can
Although,
look at another perspective at that time. And like today, those who are watching, if you have any question to ask Samurai Muslim or Shautul Iman,
also.
so please ask. So then we can just continue with that. Continue as we go. Okay, now we have talked about Alhamdulillah how he actually first meet Muslim, and also the
Thank
second
you.
how actually he go back to Japan and he traveled and he joined the Juma prayer and he was very shocked and now the decision, like what was the moment of like really become serious to to consider becoming like Islam, like this is for me, because
Mm.
like like you say Japanese culture, uh and
Um,
maybe you can also share because I noticed like in your recent post, your content, you talk about Japanese proverb and Quran. So maybe you
mm.
can also share actually Japanese culture and Japanese value. Is it different from Quran? Is it compatible like Islam and Japanese people? Is it that difficult for them to combine or is actually in line together? Are they like this or they actually clash? What do you can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me talk about one shocking story for me.
Okay.
So, in Japan, maybe you know, there's a lot of delicious food. Yeah,
Yeah.
for example, sushi or ramen, yakiniku or tonkatsu or everything. And of course, I am Japanese and I'm proud of Japanese delicious food.
Takoyaki.
Takoyaki, okonomiyaki, sashimi. There's a lot. Yeah, but after reverting to Islam, yeah, of course we couldn't eat pork and alcohol, right?
Of course.
And yeah, as I already mentioned, the food like sushi, and takoyaki, okonomiyaki, ramen, udon soba, or well, everything. Actually, there's almost including pork and alcohol.
Oh.
And when I was kid, my one of my big favorite food is ramen. But yeah, but maybe you can imagine the ramen's soup ingredients is mainly pork.
Mm.
Unfortunately. And yeah,
Yes.
and now my living place is like a countryside place comparing to Tokyo or Osaka. And there's no halal restaurant. No, I mean there's
Mm.
few, very few halal restaurant in Japan. Yeah, that's why after reverting to Islam, yeah, there's no chance to eat delicious food like ramen, sushi, or everything in the restaurant, actually.
Or sushi more. Like
Hmm.
in the sushi also you can like sashimi 大丈夫ですか？
刺身は、we can
海
eat
鮮。
sashimi, yes, because we can choose the seasoning, like we use soy sauce or not. We can choose actually, but usually we couldn't eat sushi for Muslim people because it's the rice ingredients mirin. Mirin is like
Ah,
sweet sake in English.
okay.
That's why, yeah, we couldn't eat
So you
sushi too.
you have to make your own sushi.
It's better.
Maybe you can use like what do you call that? Nandake, so I forgot. You can replace the mirin with something else that tastes similar,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
maybe.
Yeah.
Because in Malaysia we have halal sushi shop as well, but maybe the taste will be different from Japan.
Uh-huh.
In Malaysia, we have a very famous sushi restaurant, Sushi King.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, in Malaysia, like Sushi King, almost the whole country we have like Sushi King chain restaurant. So you can come
Ah.
here to eat your halal sushi.
Yeah, I have to
So,
go when I visit Malaysia.
yeah, yeah. Welcome you so much. Okay. Also, Jafar Slamat. He said, come to Singapore and Malaysia. Plenty of halal Japanese restaurant.
Thank you. Thank you.
So halal ramen is now available in Singapore.
Oh my
MashaAllah.
god. Oh my god. MashaAllah.
So,
Please.
but maybe the taste is not the same as you remember, but inshallah, if you strive in the path of Allah, Allah will make things more delicious for you.
Ah,
Inshallah.
yeah. Yeah.
So for apart from the food, the main
Uh-huh.
problem probably is the food for
Uh-huh.
you, according to
Mm-mm.
so because of the mirin. Maybe mirin is
Mm-hmm.
one of the most used ingredient in all Japanese food,
Yeah.
which is rice wine or rice sake or something like that, sweet
Yeah.
sake.
Mm-mm.
So what about other than the food, like the lifestyle? For example, uh, what else that you can share about other than the food? What is the challenges that you think similar or different Islam and Japanese culture?
Hmm. You mean about the food, right?
Other than food, like you already
Other
said,
than
like the
food.
food is quite uh,
Ah, okay, okay.
other than food. Hakana no
Okay.
bunka.
Other culture, ne?
Yeah, between
Okay.
Japanese and Islam, what do you think? Or you think it's actually quite the same, or actually can be reconciled?
Okay. So I will talk about the very different culture between Islam and Japan.
はい、
And
どうぞ。
ですね。So maybe most of foreigner know Japanese culture when we meet to someone. あ、こんにちはとか、どうも or something like that, right? Yeah, of
Yes,
course I am one of the person who do bow or how to say this one to do this.
yeah, this one.
And yeah, and of course I am now YouTuber, and so the first greeting is like was like はい、皆さん、こんにちは、翔太です、or something like that. And of course, most of the viewer or subscriber is Muslim people. And
はい、はい。
yeah, most of Muslim people gave me comments, Alhamdulillah. And Shota, you shouldn't do bow and do greeting because this is only for Allah to bow, the ruku or something like that, right?
Oh,
That's why.
but no,
So
some people have different advice. Maybe some people have different opinion on
yeah,
that.
but I found there is a strong, how to say, strong evidence from hadith I found.
Hi.
Yeah, that's why, yeah, I understand we even Japanese people too, we couldn't bow to the people. And but in Japanese culture, when we meet someone, we have to bow because this is the respect attitude actually, especially to older people or elder people or teacher or something like that. But for Muslim people, we couldn't bow due
Uh,
to Quran statement. That's why, yeah, of course, maybe you can see, you can find I am Japanese people and Japanese face. Of course, they think he I means Shota can follow the
hi.
Japanese attitude, Japanese rule, Japanese culture. Of course, because
Yes.
they're Japanese people. But when I don't bow to older people, elder people, they feel sometimes bad, bad to me. Oh, he's not polite. He's rude because
Mm.
he didn't do bow. This is really challenging for me right now.
Yeah, I think like the the bowing. Yeah, inshallah, maybe we can discuss that another time because there's also different different way to approach that view.
Mm-mm.
Uh, thank you. Now we only have another 10 minutes left. Time is not on our hand. So okay, Shota, can you maybe the last we can finish this story like how did you finally make your decision becoming Muslim and say the Shahada in January? How was it? Like, where did you do the Shahada? Maybe you can share with us, with the viewer, how you finally become
Okay,
make decision.
okay, okay. So even in this place, but I will talk the how to say honestly. So of course, Alhamdulillah, I did Shahada first January 2020, but to be honest, I didn't change at all in my mind.
Mm,
For example, the face, how strong my face or so,
mm,
because the Shahada is like events, right? Events to
yeah.
start to prepare to be to prepare for good Muslim. That's why I didn't change at all.
Mm,
And but I can say the Shahada is exactly the start point for Muslim people. So at that time, I strongly thought, oh, so it's not enough at all to do Shahada. So from now on, I have to study. I have to learn Islam more and more, every single day, step by step, a little bit, and a little bit. That's why after Shahada, I never forget to learning Islam every single day.
yeah. Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah. So even for Muslim, until today, like every Muslim, even though they are born in a Muslim family, we always have to learn. We have always have to learn about our deen, our knowledge. It will never end, and that is the process of being a Muslim and being a human. We keep learning, and today we learn so much from our guest today and Samurai. And maybe we can share also like why the name Samurai, Samurai Muslim. Are you a samurai? Many people are
Yeah,
asking like, are you a samurai?
yeah, I can say I'm no samurai. I'm sorry, guys.
So like, samurai is the image of like Japanese people. In fact, actually, when I was little, one of my favorite cartoon or anime is samurai. Actually, like
Ah,
ruling Ronnie Kenshin.
ああ、そうなんだ。
That was
Very
my
famous anime.
yes. Yeah, many I think like many boys in Malaysia in my age at that time, they all know this anime, Samurai X. In English, is Samurai X because of the X in the on the cheek. Yeah, so we call it the
Yeah,
Samurai X.
I
So Alhamdulillah,
see.
yeah, yeah. Anything else you want to add for your story? Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, actually, I want to say a lot of things, but no, so far, yeah, Alhamdulillah, it's enough.
I think we have to have like a second episode, inshallah.
Inshallah, yeah, Alhamdulillah.
You can also, of course, Brother Shota, Shotul Iman, the voice of Iman. He has a YouTube channel. Uh, you can tell about. Can you tell us about your YouTube channel? Maybe why do you start your YouTube channel? What is your content?
Okay.
If you have Instagram and Facebook, you want to tell other people so that people can follow you and
Mm-mm.
follow your work, inshallah, then you
Mm.
can maybe you can tell us.
So now I started the YouTube channel. The name is Samurai Muslim, which is spreading Islamic and Japanese information, especially my lifestyle, the lifestyle as Japanese Muslim in Japan, and now I am sharing information. So how the baby of Japanese samurai Muslim to be good Muslim. So now I am show my process actually. So I hope you enjoy my Islamic journey and Islamic learning process. Thank you so much.
Uh, And what is your maybe Instagram,
So
Instagram
now,
or Facebook?
yes,
How people can
Instagram.
follow you?
So how should I say that?
You can like say it, like follow Instagram at what is your Instagram name?
Ah, bagus.japan. Bagus means
Oh,
good, right?
good one. Yes, yes.
Bagus.japan. Yeah.
So people, you can follow his Instagram at bagos.japan. And Shota actually also do a service. So those who are going to Japan for vacation, Shota also. Do you still have do the service? Well, can you tell your service also? You can tell us here.
Yeah, now I am doing like a guide as a halal tourism in Japan, wherever you wanna go. So if you came to Japan, please contact me.
Okay, tuan-tuan dan puan. So itulah Shota Shotul Iman. Shota is a 日本の名前は Shota ですね. And then Shotul Iman, Iman no koi, like
はい。
suara iman. So
うん。
he's also aspire about his
あ、ありが
to
と
actually if you go on YouTube, you want to look for a Japanese material in Japanese, it's very very difficult. And if you go online, maybe you can find some documentary, some people giving lecture, but Japanese blogger or Japanese speaking people who are telling about their life in Japan as a Muslim, it's very very rare. And I would say like Brother Shotul Iman, Brother Shota is one of the first, if not the first, that is successfully, like now we can see the trending of uh, such bloggers. So inshallah, maybe hopefully he will be the pioneer and more people will follow so that we can know more about Japanese Muslim, the struggle that they are facing and everything in Japan. We are lastly another 4 minutes, inshallah.
う。
Today very important, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, kita kena belajar daripada kisah-kisah ni. So it's important for us. So once in a while we watch the story, we hear the story of people who are actually they don't have the luxury to be born Muslim or to have access to Islamic information, but Allah guides whoever He wants. In Allah, إنك لا تهدي من أحببت ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء. Allah guides whoever He wants, even though Shota born in a family who doesn't really believe in religion, and Allah has arranged his life to go to Indonesia and met the right person. So everything fall in places. So for Muslims who are watching, we have to play our roles. Please, we also have to live up to our deen, follow, because all for our own good. To be a good Muslim is to be a good human being, right? That's the whole point. To be a good Muslim, to have a connection with Allah, to have a connection with our Creator. This is something that is inside ourselves, our fitrah in our heart. And being a Muslim should be something that is natural. Means we are just following the system that Allah has created. Everything is a Muslim. Only human have to choose to be a Muslim themselves. So, Alhamdulillah, so that's the end of our show today. Still follow page brother Lim Joy Soon. You can follow this page also. We have every day we have a different Islamic session, sharing knowledge. We have different topics: Quran, Hadith, story of the Sahaba in Malay language and sometimes English language. We also have forums. We have our lots of other guest speakers, and inshallah we will have Brother Shota again with us in the future, hopefully. And
Inshallah.
maybe after the virus, we want to have him to come to Malaysia, hopefully.
Yeah.
So Malaysian people are watching, please welcome him. Please treat him well and make dua for Brother Shota so that Allah bless him with knowledge. Allah keep his strength, preserve and increase his iman and everything. We hope for the best for Brother Samurai Muslim, inshallah. Amin ya Rabbal Alameen.
Yeah.
Okay, for that, I end our talk. We end our session today with Tasbih Kifarah Suratul As. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.